Kia ora class. Today we're going to talk about aesthetic appeal as a possible influence on people's participation in physical activity. So what does this mean? I've got a definition here for aesthetic. And part of the definition here says, of or concerning the appreciation of beauty or good taste, or to be attractive or appealing. So basically, aesthetic appeal could be understood to be your initial thoughts, feelings, and judgments about how appealing something looks to us, just on looks. So now I've got a quick video of an activity, and I'd like you to have a look at it and make some judgments about how appealing that activity looks to you.
We're done with the first game of the night. This is going to be a big one. The Tamil Talaimas up against the Telugu Titans, playing here in Chennai. They've had a roaring reception the last few nights, the Tamil Talaimas. Can they find a way to get a win on home turf? That's the one thing that's been eluding them at this point.
And the crowd roars, not surprisingly, because you're talking about a champion raider in Rahul Chaudhary, who's just beginning to size his opponents up. He's loved the body language. He's a very, very confident man. A few Super 10s under his belt over the last couple of games.
And he's a very popular man across the country. He's sitting second in the Bajaj full stop scorer. Ajay Thakur.
Yeah, pretty much Mr. Dependable as far as Tamil Talaimas are concerned. He's... Oh, well done! He almost swatted away. Has he managed to do that? Oh, yes! That is exceptional stuff! Is that a super raid? We'll wait for the confirmation.
And there it is, super raid to the master raider of the men in yellow. That was just staggeringly good.
Bank on that bonus. Normally you don't see that from the Raiders. He was extremely confident of it. Now that's the super raid. Exceptional stuff. Oh, Prapanjan, has he managed to get through? No, that was a super tackle. A couple of points for Telugu Titans defense.
Yeah, great work. Combination of the Iranians coming together. That is just superbly done. And suddenly the Telugu Titans with the super tackle back in the lead.
It clearly looks like a game where both sides are going for a win, isn't it? This is the kind of contest that you wanted to see. Oh, he's done that! He's done that! I think that's a super raid from Nilesh Salunke. We'll wait and watch.
3. Nilesh Salunke with the second super raid of the match. They are trading blows here. The Telugu Titans and Tamil Talaimas. That was a moment to savor.
It's brilliant. Well done. The kind of strength that he displayed there. He never gave up. He never gave up. Ajay Thakur there.
Yeah, absolutely. You always see defenders give the bonus and then look to go deeper and deeper and wait. Now they wait. There's only 3 seconds left. He's run out of time here, Ajay Thakur. Run out of time completely. There you go. He's run out of the 30 seconds, which is a surprise. He hasn't looked for anything at all. So bonus point was what he got. Then the 3 points come by virtue of 1.
It's a tactic that has worked against them, so why not use them against somebody else?
Oh, so close. So close, but yet again, from the Tamil Talaimas perspective, so far. That was some recovery from the Telugu Titans defense.
Yeah, I'm keen to look at when the support did come. Ajay Thakur.
It has to be done very quickly. Has to be done quickly, but this is a super tackle from the Telugu Titans. Watch him clinging on to Ajay Thakur there. They called it, they blew the whistle. They say Raiders safe though, because I do think there was foul play involved.
Tamil Talaimas that have got the review.
Yeah, so the shirt was being tugged on by Farhad Milakatan, and that's why.
3 seconds perhaps?
It needs to be as well.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video. Pretty crazy sport. Certainly a lot going on there, and we could talk about a heap of different influences from just that video. We could talk about media, we could talk about ethnicity, we could talk about a lot of things, but I guess my question to you is, how appealing did that look? To me, that activity looked really interesting, really exciting. I have no idea how it's played. I watched that video 6, 7, 8 times trying to record it. I still don't understand how it works, but it looks really appealing. It's something that I would definitely give a go. So the question is, how can aesthetic appeal affect your participation in physical activity? And I've got 2 sets of examples here, one for positive, one for negative. Aesthetic appeal had a positive effect on my participation. I saw the activity and thought that this looks interesting. or this looks promising, this looks skillful, this looks good, I would look right at home in this game, those sorts of things. Or it could be negative. Aesthetic appeal had a negative effect on my participation. I saw the activity and thought, this looks lame, this looks silly, this looks unco, this looks terrible, I would look out of place in this game. Cool. And the last bit of that is obviously a because. You've got to justify what you're saying. Now, why does aesthetic appeal affect participation in physical activity? When people see something and they decide whether it's appealing or not, we start forming this judgment or bias about it. And this can often happen before we've even started participating, before we've even heard much about it. Like I said, I don't know much about the sport in the example, but I've already formed an opinion about it. And from that, we start to make decisions about how we're going to participate. And I've got a little flowchart here which shows you that. Starts with our thoughts and feelings. From that, we create judgments. And from that, that influences our decisions and our actions. Last little point I wanted to talk about here in terms of why it might affect participation in physical activity is this question here. Do I meet the aesthetic? Do I fit in with the look of that sport or that activity? If someone feels they don't meet the aesthetic of the activity, they may not feel like getting involved. They may have a negative effect on their participation. For example, someone saying, "Oh, I'm too uncoordinated for that sport. I've seen it, and I'm too uncoordinated for that." Or I could never wear that sort of uniform. Or I don't look like that when I play, therefore I can't play. I can't be part of that. So that's the influence of aesthetic appeal.